Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to this edition of Sports Desk with me, your host, RJ Nudds. So tonight we're going to be talking about the AFC South and the free agency options available to all four teams in that division. Well, now there's a lot happening down there. The big news, of course, is the sudden free agency of the Colts legend quarterback, Peyton Manning, who is, as we speak, deciding which of the many interested teams to whom he should lend his talents in the upcoming season. Manning is yet to prove his return to fitness entirely, but assuming he is able to return to anywhere near his best, his consistent best, any team who does secure his signature will, I'm sure, be very pleased with their purchase. The Dolphins, the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals have all made a lot of noise regarding their interest in having Manning on their team next year. There are actually two teams in the AFC South that might be outside bets to land the former Colts quarterback for the upcoming season. Now the Jaguars are out of the question. They're going to stick with Blaine Gabbert, their first round pick from last year's draft. Gabbert performed pretty well with limited arsenal at his disposal, and with the ever-presence of Maurice Jones-Drew at running back, you can expect Gabbert will have plenty of time in the pocket next year to refine his NFL skills. With a new coach as well, the team should hopefully be going in a positive direction. In free agency, the Jaguars should probably try and land a big-name receiver and shore up the defensive side of the ball to give Gabbert as much of a chance as possible to succeed in his second pro season. Now, on to the most probable of Manning's landing destinations within the AFC South. We move over to Tennessee. Peyton is already a hero in that state, his home state, where him and his brothers were all born. He also played for the Tennessee Volunteers in college and established quite a name for himself in the early parts of his career. The people love him, that's for sure. There's nowhere other than Indianapolis in the whole of the USA that Peyton is as well respected and as close to the hearts of many fans as he would be for the Titans. Bud Adams, the owner of Tennessee, has expressed a desire to have Manning leading rather than beating his team next season, and it seems unlikely that the Titans could win a bidding war with anybody, with any other team in the league for that matter. But if Manning chooses to rate comfort over competitiveness, we could see him suiting up in sky blue this coming season. Another rather surprising name thrown into the hat are the Houston Texans, who are finally coming off their first postseason appearance, their first postseason win as well. They finished the season with rookie backup quarterback TJ Yates calling the shots after Matt Scheib, their Pro Bowl caliber quarterback, went down with a season-ending injury. Scheib is expected to be back next year, back to full fitness, and hopefully back to the productivity that saw him voted the Pro Bowl MVP at the end of the 2010 season. So why would the Texans want Manning in place? To me, it seems farcical. Why send Scheib, who's in the prime of his career and incredibly effective in a Texans offense that he knows inside out, elsewhere, in favour of an injury-riddled temporary solution to a problem that, in my mind, isn't really there? For that reason, I say the conjecture is trash, and that the Texans need not be considered in the hunt for Manning's signature. They've used their franchise tag on league-leading rusher Arian Foster, but by doing so have regrettably allowed Mario Williams, the former #1 overall draft choice, to slip into free agency. Williams has been exceptional since being taken as a top pick, a decision that raised a few eyebrows at the time, but is now looking like one of the better first-choice picks of the decade, and it's likely he will be able to command a salary that the Texans will not be able to afford to pay him. So, Super Mario's gone, and it seems likely that the Texans will have to find a replacement. That shouldn't be too difficult. This Wade Phillips-led defense in Houston is incredibly versatile. They've got a lot of players, some very talented young men willing to step into Mario's shoes, and they should be able to plug the hole straight away without any problems during the transitional period. So we can expect Houston to continue their exceptional level of play that we've enjoyed from them on offence and defence over the last couple of seasons. They're in good shape to round off this season in a way perhaps last season should have ended. They perhaps deserved a little more than just one postseason victory, and you have to think with a fully healthy Andre Johnson at receiver, a fully healthy Matt Sharp at quarterback, and Arian Foster continuing to put up the numbers as he did this season, backed up by that swarming defence led by former Dallas Cowboys coach Wade Phillips. You have to expect them to be the big guns in the South. The Jacksonville Jaguars will likely struggle next year against the talented Texans and the ever-ready Tennessee Titans, who could step up from last year's performance and challenge for a wildcard berth, if not the division title. The Colts will probably be duking it out with the Jaguars for third place, and even with the top draft choice in their pocket, which they're expected to use on quarterback Andrew Luck, the apparent heir to Peyton's throne. Luck will be an immediate starter for the boys in Stampede Blue, but with a depleted arms list given the retirement of Marvin Harrison and the soon to be departed Reggie Wayne, expect them to stutter out of the gate. In summary, Manning will almost certainly be departing the division he's always called home, and the Texans should retain their crown, with the Jags and the Colts having competitive, if fruitless, seasons. Keep an eye on those Tennessee Titans, though. Matt Hasselbeck is always dangerous when fit, and a full-strength Calvin Johnson, CJ2K, could make some noise in Nashville. Okay, that's all for the AFC South. Next up, we'll be talking about the AFC East and looking at the chances of Super Bowl runners-up New England Patriots on getting back to the big game. Thank you.